Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've come on today to do part 3 of the album. I do apologise that I did 2 parts last week and I intend to do, this is going to either be in 1 part or 2 this week. These are my little cutter parts and I cut these out of my Cricut. If you don't have a Cricut, that's fine. You don't have to have these on, or you might have some other little cutter parts on of your own. So we've got lots and lots of pieces. I have already gone ahead and cut them out over the weekend. I was just going to do it as I went along, but I just thought it may be a little bit too long. You know, you don't have to sit here and watch all of it, but this is how I'm wanting to do it. Have gone ahead and done the front cover. So this is 6 1/4 inch cover. So I've cut this at 6 1/8 by 6 1/8 square, and then inked around the edges and stuck it on. We've got the spine, and this is just a piece of paper from the little kit that I got off Etsy, and this is 6 1/8 by 2 3/8. And then the back, I've just chosen this piece, and that is 6 1/8 by 6 1/8. And then I've just got my little elephant. I've got the mummy and the baby and a little heart. So that's the first piece. So then I've had to put all these in order like this. So what I'm going to do is just remove all of this and place it to the side, because we don't want to mix it up. I think I've just got to cut one more piece out. So all I do is I just take a ruler and I just go ahead and I start measuring all my little pieces. I do use white under black. You know that if you're sticking like that, you can see the edge better. It's just a bit easier. So here are my pieces. Now I'm just going to double check because they're quite similar in size. I'm just going to check which ones are the right ones. I think I did need one more piece. I think I had that one there and that one on there. Yep. And then that one. It might be that one. Let's have a look. This is it, you see, when you cut it all out, you've just got to remember where you had everything. And I'm sure that wasn't like that. Yeah, so I'll have to put that piece on the top. Okay, and then this one in here. Right. Okay then, so this first piece needs to measure 5 3/8 by 6. Let's double check. 5 3/8 by 6 inches, and then I've just got the vintage photo distressing. I've actually got up really early this morning. All my girls are in bed, and I'm trying to get this done before they get out of bed. I do think that it was going to be quite easy to just get loads of videos done, but you know, it's not. I do have a little girl who requires a lot of my attention, so am I just going to stick that one right there and give yourself a nice little edge. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to stick that down with that. So this one is 5 3/8 by 6 inches. So you're obviously going to need 2 of them. One for the front and one for the back. Okay. And it's okay about that little bit of glue there, because this art glitter glue does dry clear. So So you want one for the front, and then you want one for the back. Like that. Okay, so I am just going to peel off my magnet. And I'm just going to put some glue on the back again. You could skip this. You don't have to watch me stick it all on. So this is 5 3/8 by 6 inches. And I do want a little bit of a white border. And there we go. I will try and leave the link to this paper. I did say I got it off Etsy. It was £1. It's really, really nice and pretty. It's lovely for a baby. And I haven't inked the edges. Now, don't forget to do that. I've forgotten. But it's okay. We can just lightly rub on the edge. That's okay. So I am going to quickly ink this one. It's so easy to just forget to do that. I was going to do it off camera, but I just thought I'd just come on and do it on camera. It doesn't really take very long. You just got to remember to do it. I wouldn't normally make my albums like this. I do just cut the paper as I go. I just measure the page and then just cut the papers. So this needs to measure 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. And then you do just need to, if you did put a magnet there, same as me, you do need to remove your magnet, and then we'll just glue that up. Making an album is really not like a 2-minute job at all. They do take a long time, and this is why the video is not, you know, it's not short by any means, because a lot of time goes into it. I don't know if this is too small. I think I've cut that slightly too small, but it's okay. Still got a nice border on it, doesn't really matter. If you want that edge, then you just make yours 1/4 of an inch smaller. So I will cut a piece out for that later, because there are a couple of pieces that I've missed, but it's fine. When I do the flip through at the end, I will come on out there. I'll cut the piece then. I think next time what I'm going to do is, me and my friend Steph were talking about it, and I think I'll do a walkthrough first and then do the parts of the video, because it will just be easier. You'll see then. This is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and that's just going to go in the middle. We're going to glue that up and attach that on, just making sure that that looks a bigger gap, because obviously you've got another lip here. This has got another page on it. Right, so that would be your first pages. Okay, so that would open up. You'd have a nice pretty page there and there, and then we'll stick our pieces on at the end. So on this one we may as well go straight to the back cover and get that one done. And I've got my pieces here and here. So before we cut them out, before I give you the measurements, you do just want to go and ink them up and not forget. if you didn't want to use, I've used quite a bit of paper in this. I think I printed out 24 8¼ by 8¼ sheets. So if you don't want to use that much, you could find a coordinating card that you might have if you was going to print this kit out. You know, you could use the pink, green, brown, just some plain coordinating card, and then you wouldn't have to use as much of this paper. So this piece is going to go here, and one of these little strips, and I've made these strips, I think I did show you, by cutting this paper into 1/2 inch strips. So that's going to go on the bottom like that, and then these ones are for inside. So this piece measures 6 inches by 4 7/8, and then this one is 1/2 inch. So I am going to use my white, and I am going to just place this at the bottom of the page like so. So I wanted this album to really be all about lots of photos. The baby, could use it for while the mum is pregnant, you know, all things like that. So we're just gonna apply that there, and this piece is going to go on the top. So that's a 1/2 inch strip by 4 7/8 as well. I've just fed my cats in the kitchen, and I can hear a lot of noise. I'm not really sure what they're up to in there, but it does sound like they're having a little bit of a party. So just burnish that on. I'm just gonna make sure that's correct. It's 6 inches by 1/2 inch. I don't know why I said 4 1/2. So then you've got your piece, this white piece, and what do we need? I've got this little place photo here stamp. I'm just going to use my Memento ink, and then stick that on. With the photo mats, I don't ink them. I just like to place them on. So this is going to be the same size as this one. So it's going to be 6 inches by 4 5/8 of an inch. And then we're going to have that 1/2 inch strip. Then we're going to have this piece that goes behind the pocket. And this is going to measure 3 3/4 by 6. Got another little piece, and that's 6 by 2 inches, and then the 1/2 inch strip. Okay, so that's what you need, and you need to ink up all your edges. So I did ink a couple here, so I've only got a couple to ink up. Yeah, I'm really into making these albums at the minute. I intend to do some different size ones, thicker ones, smaller ones. So just leave a comment down below if you would like to see me do that. If not, I really do think I've gone off making bags and boxes. For now anyway. I'm just not in the mood. It's like you make them. Now if there was a purpose I was making them for, if I really needed them, that's great. Maybe if a birthday's coming up and I need one, I might make one on camera, but I don't need them. And I don't know if anybody else is the same, but they are piling up in my craft room and I don't need them. And what happens is, I don't know, every few months I come to have a clear out and I bin them. Because I just think where I live, I don't live near my family. And it's not like I can just nip round and say, do you want these? Because I don't live close enough, and it is only card. It will bend, you've got to be so careful how you send it in the post. So yeah, I wanted to have a look and see if there was something else that I could give a go. And I'm really enjoying the albums. So this piece you are going to glue, and then it's going to slide into there. And then this one is going to go on here. So let's do this one first. I want my strip first, and that's going to go along the border. I use that pretty punch again. I'm sure we've all got a punch in our stash. I got this punch from the range. I think it was about $4.99, something like that. Wasn't very expensive. And it is really a really good punch. Then you want to just glue the next piece and then lay this one just underneath. Just a moment. Oh, sorry about that. I've got the painters at my door. The people housing have come to paint all our doors. 8 o'clock in the morning, would you say? Right, so wait. I'm just going to turn this one to the side and then we'll get this one in. Sometimes it can be a bit fiddly trying to push it in, especially if you've got glue on, but I'm hoping it's just going to go straight in. Let's see. There you see. Okay. Right, so that wasn't too bad. And there we go. Then you can just use your bone folder to press all that down. So there we go. So now we've got that bit. You've got your little pocket and your front and back flap. Right, so now we can move on to, we can put that to one side and we can move on to our pages. Just double check the time. Yeah, this is 17 minutes and all we've done is the front and back cover. So you can see what I mean by it's quite long-winded. So the pages that we did in the previous video, you can decide which way around you want them. You don't have to have them the same as me. But I'm using this one first. So these are the pieces. And I have gone ahead and inked some of them. I'm just going to tell you the sizes as I go ahead, and I've done the place photo here as well. So we're going to open that up. Going to pop the main mat in the middle. So this one measures 5 5/8 by 5 5/8, and then we'll just place some glue on. And if you don't want to use glue, you can use tape, and then just make sure you've got a nice border all the way around, and then just put that on. And you can use your scoring tool. So then what I'm going to do is these are going to be on the inside, like this. Now where is that? Like so. And then you're going to have a strip on that side as well. I think I'm going to have to put this one on there because of where I've put the magnet, and then my strip there. So I'm going to add the strip first. Just make sure you don't go over your line. And then the strip measures, didn't say that, did I? The strip measures 4 3/8 by ½ inch. You're going to need 2. And the mat measures 4 by 4 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to just peel off the backing tape, add some more glue. Do you know what I've gone and done, don't you? Whew, good job I didn't stick that. Just cover that back over for a second. This piece, this is for the front. Just make sure that covers. Okay, that's for the front. This, you want your photo mat on the inside, and I did put the stamp the wrong way around, but it's absolutely fine because a photo will cover it anyway. So it's the photo mat you want on the inside. Okay, and then that will go there. So glad I didn't have to put that down. So then you can decide if you want, I will have to just do it that way I think, but I am just going to go and stick this one on the front before all my glue dries up. So we just place this one on the front, giving yourself a nice border, and then you can put your strip on as well. You don't have to put these little strips on, you could just do your piece straight across, but I just do like the effect of the strips. Right, so that's that one. Just go in with another strip. Yeah. So I'm just going in with the other strip, mirroring exactly the same on the other side. Just make sure you've got that in a nice position. And then a photo mat. So I'm just going to place this one on this side. Just move that down a little bit. Can I fit? Yeah. And I'm just gluing it again. So all really that we're going to be doing is just gluing. Glue, glue, glue. So there we go. So that's the inside, which I think is really nice. And then that will be the front. So we've got our last 2 pieces to glue. You may as well just skip to the next piece, but these are going to sit just like that. So I want this piece there. So I am going to peel off my tape. And I am just going to leave this the video running. You don't have to watch it all. Of course you don't have to watch it all. It is going to be long because, you know, it can't be helped. It's all the sticking, all the cutting out, all the, you know, if I'd have cut this out on camera, it could have just been even longer. Yeah, I'm thinking of going bigger on the next album. What do you think? Shall we do an 8x8 one? Or 7x7? Why not, if you've stuck with me this long and you've watched, give me a size in the description bar below of what you'd like to see me do next, okay? So there's page number 1. Page 2, here's the pieces. So I've just got to remember where these go now. Alrighty, how then? You You know when you've cut them out, because I did it the other day, I think that one goes in there. That one. No, I've completely forgot. Right, did it go here? Do you know, I absolutely don't know. What have I done? Right. I wonder if I did that. No. Do you know, I don't know. I do not know what I've done. I really don't. I'm thinking I've cut this one to go there, and then this strip, but it doesn't fit. Let me just pause the video and I'll come back. Right, I've got it. That was a bit, yeah. So, you will need 2 pieces, and I have already inked these, that measure 4 7/8 by 5 5/8. You need 2 of them, and you need to ink the edges. Then we're going to stick that on. Alright. And then you just want to leave yourself a nice border on the edge. Okay. And then this middle piece, I'm going to use my, where's that gone? My Place Photo Here stamp. It's that way. Okay, right, hang on. No, I'm not going to use my Place Photo Here stamp because I completely forgot what I did. Right. Okay. Right, this one is going to go on this side, and this measures, got it in right, 4 7/8 by 5 5/8, and obviously you need 2 of them. To make sure I watch that. I really did think that was a photo mat. Obviously not. Right, so give yourself a nice bit of a border there. So it should be 1/8 of an inch border throughout this whole album. These pieces are going to measure 1/2 inch by a 5 5/8 of an inch, and you need 2 of them. So then we're going to ink these, and you're going to place one top and bottom of your album. So one at the bottom and one at the top, and then you're going to put your next piece in the middle. Excuse me. So let's make sure this piece is just going to sit there, and you can pop a nice photo on there as well. You could put the photo, Place Photo Here stamp on it. At the minute though, I'm really enjoying using digital papers as well. I love looking through all the papers. You could just spend hours doing it. Okay, so that is that one, and then we can just stick these ones on. So they're going to be the same as the inside ones, 4 7/8 by 5 5/8. And then we'll just attach them to that one. And then this is page 1 and 2 done. So what I might do is stop the video, do like a second video, but just upload them one after the other, because it is going to just be a long time. And I really don't know how far my camera records, if I'm honest. And then that one's going to go there. And I've already given you the measurements for that. It's exactly the same as the inside. that's just going to lay on there. So there you've got that one. Okay, so you've got, that opens that way and that way, and then you've got that one. So it's really pretty. Page 1 and 2. And that has taken 30 minutes. Oh God. Let's bring in the next one. I'll try and do this one and then I might have to just come off. Right, so you've got, oh, hang on a minute. I just took 2 pages there. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. This is the page that I said we will just leave blank. So ink up your edges all the way around. Really lovely, beautiful pastel colours in this paper collection as well. And the pages that have got the images on, there's just equal amount of coordinating pages that go with it, which is why I really did like it. So this one is going to be 5 5/8 of an inch square. And just clean that, and you're just going to stick it on. Really simple. And easy to do. You could do something else to this page if you want to, but I think there's going to be enough bulk in it already that it would be nice just to have one page. So we'll turn this over and I'll read out the measurements for this. So it's going to be 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. 2 other pieces, and these are going to measure 3 7/8 by 4 3/8. 2 of them, and then these should just be the same. Yep, 3 7/8 by 4 3/8. Ink up your edges, stick them on, I'll come back. So I'm just going to unpause that video because I'm really not quite sure how long my video will stay paused without actually going off. So last 2 pieces to stick for this page. So I've used that place photo here stamp again. I'm probably going to have comments about where did I get that stamp from, and it was my lovely friend, my bestest BFF, Steph Stoker. So Steph, I know you're going to watch this video, please. I forgot, where did you get it from? Was it eBay? I can't remember. Steph just picks up the most amazing bargain craft things. Yeah, so Steph, leave a comment. So that's going to open like that, and then you're going to just close it like that. And I haven't actually put any magnets on, so it's okay, but I would have put a magnet on here and a magnet there, and then they would have attached, but never mind. I'm sure I can think of something which I'll think of off camera. But that's the next page, so I'm going to put that one underneath this page and move on. So next we've got that pocket, and we just want to attach one on the top and one on the bottom. So we do want to ink up the edges, and then I will read out the measurements for you. Again, just skip past if you want, but obviously if you want the measurements you are going to have to wait. I'm sure if you've already made the album, easy enough just to go and measure the pages and, you know, put your own top in. So this one is going to measure 2 7/8 by 5 5/8, and obviously 5 5/8 by 2 7/8, and you just want to decide where you want them. I'll stick them and I'll come back. Okay, so we've got that one. So now you've got your pretty little pocket. Can I just show you that pocket? There we go. So you've got your nice big pocket there. And then we're going to turn over and do this side. So on this one we've got the double flips, and then we've got all of our pieces. So I'll just go through these measurements and then you can just skip along and get on with that. So you've got 5 5/8 by 5 5/8 inch square. One of them. We have our 2 patterned pieces, which is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 square. Do you want 2 of those? You've got your 1/2 inch strips, and that'll be by 3 7/8, 2 of those. And then you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photo mats, and they are going to measure 3 7/8 by 4 3/8. Don't ink them, but do use your stamp. So off I go and get this done, and I will come back. Okay, so I've come back because, again, I don't know how long my video will pause for, but the front looks like this. I do just need to go and put on my other mats. So the inside, it's got that on. We've got a place photo here stamp. Shouldn't really take too long. But you're going to get quite a lot of photos on here. So I did say when I started this album that I was going for a plain, quite a plain look. And then as I did more albums, I was going to do more intricate things on them and things like that. So this is how I would probably say a basic album would look. For me anyway. So I am doing my best just to get a nice straight border. Okay, so that's what that bit will look like, and then you would repeat the same thing on the opposite end. And I've done it again. Again, I would have put a magnet on, but I haven't. But I will think of something that I can do without. It's because I'm trying to just get it done for this video. I have noticed that, I don't know if people don't like what I'm doing at the minute, but I've not really got much watch time going on my videos. I seem to get, my subscriber count goes up, and then next day it goes down 2, then it goes up 1, then it goes down 3. It's ridiculous. You know, if I don't like what somebody makes, I just don't watch it. I don't go around unsubscribing from everybody I've subscribed to. I just think it's ridiculous. But yeah, when you are a crafter and you know exactly how much time things like this take, you understand that videos are not, they can't be that short when you're making something as big as this. It's just impossible unless you just share what you've made. So that's our next page. So now we've got 3, and we have got the last page to do. Then I might just turn it off and then put it back on. You've got all your mats. Let's have a look. Right, I'm just hoping this video does not cut off. So I've got 2 pieces here, and they measure 1 1/2 inches by 5 5/8 of an inch, 2 of them. And you've got 5 5/8 of an inch by 2 7/8 of an inch, and that's going to be for your middle piece. I'm not going to make the photo mats on camera now. I am on the design team for Surprise Creation, and I get lots and lots of lovely dies sent from them. I will leave the link in the description bar, because if you are new at this and you do have a die cutting machine and don't want to sit there cutting out loads of photo mats, there are some gorgeous dies that are already cut for you, really. So I will leave the link to them, and I'll share them at the end of the video. Don't really need to ink that edge, but never mind. Right, I'm going to pause that, glue this, come back. Right, okay, so I've finished that one, and it looks like this. And this one we are going to put a magnet. So I'm going to attach one here to here. And then, so I'm going to stick the magnet onto this end piece here. And then taking some tape, stick it there. And then we're going to take the other side some more tape. And then just fold this over and lift that up. So there we go. Now that has got a magnet on, unlike the other piece. So here we go. Big piece then is going to go on here. Lovely nice little border on, and this should measure 5 5/8 of an inch square. I'm going to glue that on and take off the backing, and then just glue this one down. Okay, and then we've got two mats. We've got 1, 2, and these need to measure, so you need 2. I've already told you, haven't I? 4 7/8 by 3 7/8, and you want 2. I am absolutely sure I've already said these measurements. So this is going to go on here, on this side. And then the other one is going to go on this side. So I'm going to use my white paper and slide that in. Just makes you see the edge of your black card a lot better. Okay. And then it just helps you to line up that nice edge. Okay, so you've got that. Then you've got your other 2 pieces. Don't want that one. I think I'll have that one. I am positive I've said these, but I'm not 100%. So these are 4 7/8 by 4 7/8, and you need 2. And then we're just going to attach these down as well. Okay, and then this one will close like that, and then this one will go on the front. And that is it with the pages. Now if you want to do anything else, you can go ahead and do that. I will be adding all the little things that I've cut out and stuff, but I'm not going to do it on this video. I'll do it off and then come back and just explain to everybody what I did. So there is our pages. So I am going to have to come back and do one more video because I'm quite sure this has been an hour. Whew, so I am quite sorry about how long it's taken, but I hope you've stuck with me. There it is, the little page that we've just done. Lots of room for photo mats. Okay, so I'll come back in a second and do a little part 4.